what's up? We are live. Let me see, the audio's working. Yeah, hell yeah. Okay, let's start. Let me just set up some stuff here in OBS and we will start working. Okay, we've got stream avatars working. Hell yeah. Yeah, is everything else set? Okay, we're good. Okay, let's start. I am gonna work on some setting I have to add to the options menu. Yeah. I think I'm gonna have to read some documentation because I do not remember how I built this the first time I did this before. So we will see what's up with that. If you're watching, let me know in the chat. Alexandra on YouTube, what's up? Hi. Rivo says hola. Hola Rivo. Alexandra, what's up? YouTube, how are you? Thank you for watching, appreciate it. Sorry that I wasn't reading the chat. I was just setting up some stuff here. How are you people? How are you people in the chat? Okay, let me see. I'm gonna go. Okay. Let's see. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna have to read some documentation about how to make this work. Okay, this is, yeah, this is the one that I need. Okay, yeah. Okay, let's see. Options menu, localization. Okay, so I suppose it should be around here. How to use game, add, remove settings inside the options menu. Okay, so where was this? Okay, we'll see. I suppose custom. Yeah, custom options. No, it's not custom option. Which one would it be? Yeah, I did this in the past, but it was kind of complex. Wasn't too bad, I would say. Let's see. No. Where was this, dude? Set up audio options. Oh, okay, I think it's this one, right? Yeah. No, these are the ones that already exist. Yeah, this is to like remove or add the ones that are already there. Custom setting. Okay, yeah. Save, load, new custom settings. Okay. Custom is game core UI utilities. Yeah, okay, let's go and find that one. Okay. Utilities. Okay. BFL easy function utilities. Okay, this one. Okay, here it is. Aha. This sets rumble. Okay, let's follow the instructions. Okay, we're already doing it with one. Okay, let's duplicate this. Yo, chat, where are you? The people in YouTube that said hi. Hola, what's up? What are you up to? Okay, let's see. We will see. Okay, this one will be retro. Roribo says, ¿por qué hablo directo en inglés? Porque mi comunidad la construí en inglés, fíjate. La gente que me empezó a seguir cuando empecé a subir videos era gente en inglés. Y como estoy haciendo un juego y el juego es para vender en Steam, para alcanzar un mayor público, lo mejor hacer es contenido en inglés, fíjate. ¿Vos de dónde sos? Okay, let's see. Retro. Okay, we're gonna call it Retro PP. Yeah. I suppose. Yeah. Null dot, me Diego. Yeah, people don't like it. Null dot. Yeah, people don't like the fact that. Yeah, we're from. Null dot is from the same place as I am. How are you, Null dot? Yeah, it's been a long time, dude. I suppose you've dealt with the same thing, that people not liking the content in English, right? But if you want to reach the biggest amount of people in the internet, unfortunately or fortunately, it's gonna be English. Roribo says in YouTube, you know me. Me conoces. ¿De dónde me conoces, Roribo? Nuldot says bad news. Because of what, dude? What happened? I hope it isn't too bad. What? Oh, you are cooked, bro. I don't want to go to college. Yeah, you are cooked, bro. Roribo, you know English, so shut up. What are you even talking about? Nuldot, you are cooked, bro. I am sorry for you. When are you starting, by the way? You're coding? What are you coding now? Next year would be January when you're starting. Roribo, shut up in YouTube. This person knows English. They're just talking shit. Nuldot, what are you studying? Oh, you're coding the Holy See. That is a very peculiar choice of programming. I love Terry. I do like Terry. I've always admired the guy. But I would not learn Holy See. That seems difficult. Want to see the dumbest thing you made? Send it over. What are you making with Holy See? How did you end up coding in Holy See? This is some, yeah, people gotta know ball for these references. Okay, let's see. Make literal. Okay, we're gonna call it. Yeah, this one's gonna be a bull also. Okay, no. Okay, this should be. Okay, this is gonna be retro. We're gonna leave a comment here. Nuldot says someone shared you're a standalone compiler for Linux, so you got curious and guess what, it works. That's crazy, dude. How did this person end up finding this compiler for Holy See? So now you're religiously coding with Raylib? A lot of people have been coding with Raylib now. Yeah, that shit is hard. For someone like me, is hard. What have you been building, dude? Yeah. Roribo in YouTube. Full of shit, you know English. Okay, let's see. Come, this is gonna be retro post process effect. Okay, we're gonna name this one. Okay. We are gonna connect it here, I suppose. Let's compile. That should be set. Let's see. Go back to EC options menu. Okay, we gotta add a new value, right? Uh-huh. Okay. Okay, so which is the one that I added? This one was in gameplay options. Arriba says, ¿cómo se llama tu juego? You know how... Spaceman Memories, you know how the game is called. You're trolling me. This person is trolling me. Where did you send it on Discord? Null dot? Let me check it out. Yeah, on Discord, right? Let's check out what our friend Null dot is working on. Holy See and Raylib. This is some insane combination, dude. Yeah, I can see Temple OS. This is some insane combination. Raylib and Holy See. Crazy shit, dude. So what are you gonna build with this? You got the start of it, right? You've got like a screensaver. You are crazy, dude. Working in Holy See. This is some crazy shit. People gotta know ball for this one. Are you a fan of Terry? Yeah, now you're trying to make a full game. Small one. Would be a platformer. Okay. Okay, here it is. We are gonna copy this one and we're gonna paste it in the options container. Let's move it up, and this one will be called, rename, this is gonna be enable retro post process. All that says, you know, Terry, but you just want to make this just for fun, right? The thing is buggy, so you want to get far with it. I suppose it's not easy, dude, to work with. Well, you've worked with C in the past, you've told me. So do you feel Holy See is more difficult than C? Or what's the vibe there? What is your conclusion between the two? Okay, this one's gonna be retro post process effect, enable lines and retros. Okay, we're gonna leave that one. Okay. Okay, here is the setting. This one's gonna be retro PP. Yeah. You would say it's like C plus. The thing is, bugs, you want to get not C. Okay, not C plus plus. C plus. What the hell is C plus, dude? You have inheritance at least and default arguments, but you can alias types or do preprocessor magic. But linking to C is CC. Dude, what the hell is C plus? I thought there was C and C plus plus. Yeah, this is crazy. Oh, it's a joke. Okay, dude. Dude, I don't know. We're literally talking about a programming language that was inspired by religion, right? By Terry. So I would not discard living in a world where we have C plus. Policy is just C plus plus for monks, basically. Hell yeah, dude. That sounds like a good thing. Rodrigo says you didn't know C++, but you know C++, but not C+. No existe C+. Estaba bromeando Nuldot en Twitch. Yeah, no, it sounds fun, dude. Holy C being C++ for monks. Sounds like a fun concept, not gonna lie. Hell yeah, dude. How long have you been working with a Holy C already? Side in it. Okay. Get field, okay. Okay, this should start working. Let me open up the library. Okay. Aha. Yeah, okay, main game instance. Do we have a setting for Rumble? Okay, here it is. We're gonna duplicate this one. Well, that says anyways, you're going back when you get tile maps working, you'll share it around. Hell yeah, dude. Send it over on the Discord. You started last Saturday, you know, after the test. Okay, so what are you studying in college? You didn't tell me, I think. Yeah. What, do you have like the career you want to go into? Okay, Rumble act. Okay, we are gonna duplicate this. This one's gonna be retro post process active. And we are gonna duplicate this function. This one's gonna be retro pp enabled. This is post process, not pp. Sounds like it, but it's not that. It's post process, people. Retro enabled, yeah. Okay, let's open it up and we're gonna say this one. What was the name of this? And set the value here. I think this should be it, if I am not mistaken. I may be mistaken, but we will see. Okay, we're gonna set this one to true. Now I get what we're trying to do. Rivo says, ooh. Okay. Okay, so if we swap that one. Yeah. Let's see. BP retro post process. Let's see. Okay, okay, so this one's not gonna be Rumble. This one's gonna be post process. Get. Yeah. Now we pass the value. Man, I think this should be it. No? Could not be found. What? What's up here? Huh. Let's see. Black Dev. What's up with this value? Just being stupid. Okay, did I compile this? Was that because I didn't compile? Was that it? Yeah, that was it. Okay, we are good. I am not gonna save yet. Let's see what's up if I go into the options menu. Okay. This is disabled right now. Okay, controller is not getting detected. Okay, let me see. Let me see what's up with... Yeah, let's try USB. This should be enabled, but it is not enabled now. Okay, no retro effect. Okay, it's on, off. What about... Yeah, there's something not working. Okay, this one would be retro. Yeah. Why is it resetting? Yeah, there's something wrong here. No, we're not gonna save this current value. Let's see. Is it saving it? I don't think it's not saving it. Yeah, this one, is it getting saved? I think this one is. Yeah, there's a problem with this field. Okay. It's not saving it. Okay, let's see what's up with this. Let's read. Read game instance settings. Is this a different thing? Okay. No. I need value from setting. Okay, what if we get the same reference here? Shouldn't make a difference. On a macro node, init value from settings. Okay, we're gonna delete this. Common setting, toggle. Oh no, it's not this. No. This one. Okay. Okay, default value should be. Okay, we're gonna leave default value as on, I would say. How do we have it on the other? No, yeah, it was default value on. Save current value to custom settings, yeah. Let's see if at least it's doing something. Did it save the value? Not saving the value, dude. Does this have anything to do with the name? Let's change this just for the sake of testing. Yeah, this shit is not saving anything. What about without that one? What the hell is it not saving this? Rumble is getting saved. Yeah, this is getting saved. Let's see if we can save it along with Rumble. No, it's not working. Yeah. Shit, dude. It's not doing shit. Let's read this again. Okay, let's see. Maybe I shouldn't. Okay. You know. Okay, we're gonna delete this and try it again. It's the same thing. There shouldn't be a difference. I was wondering if it had anything to do with the caps. No, but no. I do have a cap here. The R. Okay. I have to do anything before or after? Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm missing this. I'm Oh no, I'm not missing that. What's up? Lulu. This is not Lulu. This is the frog. What's up, frog man? I told you you weren't allowed to come to my stream. You weren't allowed to come to the stream. What are you doing here? Okay, let's see. Bro, I closed the tab. Okay. Okay. Oh, the frogman is sad. What are you doing, frogman? Okay, let's see. Besides that, what are you doing? Where is this? Init valued. Okay. Where is this thing, dude? Init value from settings. What was the name of the function, dude? Init game instance settings. Okay, so this is the thing. Okay, so where is this value coming from? Yo, frogman, did you go? I'm gonna call you Frogman from now on, in English, not in Spanish. Sounds better. Where is that node? I do not have that node. Or did I add it somewhere else? Okay, let's see. Let's go from the top. Init value. Yeah. Do I have a rumble thing here? No. Dude, where is that node? Setting a selector. Is this on the options menu? Yeah, I'm stupid. This is on the options menu. Yeah. Okay, see options. Init. No. Rumble. No. Here it is. Hell yeah, we found it. Okay, this is the thing. Okay, so what is this doing? Enable rumble setting. Okay, let's go from the top. Yeah. Get selector setting. Okay. This is gonna be enable post process setting. Need value. Yeah, there it is. Hell yeah. Okay, this one is custom settings and value. Yes, this is correct. Let's go back here. This one's gonna be on retro pp. This one's gonna be retro pp. Yeah, that is correct. I am not gonna save yet. Or maybe yes, maybe no. Let's see. Yeah, I was missing this node. Okay, let's see what's up now. On. Okay, so it's saving at least the value. Okay, it's saving it now. Okay, this is working. It's not passing over the value to the game instance, right? Okay. Okay, where's the game instance? Dude, this is the name. I don't want to change this one. I could test with this one. I don't want to change it. Okay, is it calling the... No, it's not even calling the thing. Okay, so when is it gonna get called? Where is this thing getting called? An initialization. Okay. Let's see, should I call this other one too? This is the thing is, this is just at the start. Where was this doing the change in setting? It's never even changing the value. Okay, let's see. Detective Pakaku, what's up, my dude? How was your weekend? I'm just here, dude, trying to debug some shit. That's a bit boring. You know how that is, right? There are fun days, there are boring days in this game development stuff. How about you, dude? How did your weekend go? Thank you for coming, dude. Appreciate it. Yo, where did Frogman go? Frogman, where you at, dude? Okay, current value to Kaku says very uneventful weekend, not gonna lie. Mine too, dude. I just rested, did nothing. I didn't open my laptop, didn't open my computer, didn't have any plans to open Unreal Engine. I just said to myself, I'm just gonna chill. I don't wanna deal with game development shit, and I just did that. Yeah, what about you? Did you play games, or did you just relax and sleep? I didn't even play games, dude. So I'm just trying to get out of that slow state from the weekend. Dude, this stuff isn't working. This is such a headache. This thing. Is he changing it? I wonder. Oh, when is it even called? Pakaku says you've been watching all the Spider-Man movies, so you've just been sitting in your chair all day for the past few days. There are weeks like that, dude. There are days like that. There are weeks like that. There are even months like those. I watched on the weekend. I watched Lord of the Rings. These past few days I've been watching it. I've been also reading The Hobbit. I watched some Alien Romulus. When you say the Spider-Man movies, are you talking about all of the Tom Holland ones, or you're talking about all of them from the Tobey Maguire era? Yeah, and then Andrew Garfield. Are you talking about all of those, or mostly this last era? That sounds fun, dude. That's a good way to just decompress and chill, right? Doing that is good, dude. I like to watch shit that I already watched, because I don't have to think about the story. You rewatch all the Tom Holland ones, and then you're currently on the last Tobey one. Dude, I love the Tobey ones. That's my Spider-Man. That's the one I grew up with. So, and I remember going to the movie theater to watch those ones. Oh, fun movies, dude. Pakaku says not gonna touch the Andrew ones. Probably love him to death, but not a big fan of those two movies. I would say the same thing. I do love Andrew too. He's a really good actor. I love other of his movies. But yeah, I would say Tom Holland is that for me. I don't connect with it, with this era of Spider-Man. I get it's a good movie, people love it, but I don't connect with. I may be too old now, dude. That may be it. I'm just old now, and that's why I just connect with the Toby one. Anthony Gamer, what's up, dude? It's been a while. How is your life going, Anthony? What have you been up to? What have you been playing, working? Damn, dude. Long time no see, Anthony. Thank you for coming, dude. I'm just trying to figure out some stuff here, Anthony, about the game. Remember my game? Oh, what a headache, dude. Oh my god. There are days, Pakaku, in which I'm like, when the fuck did I decide to make a JRPG? Anthony Gamer says, my life is going good. I released a game a couple months ago. Which one, dude? Send the link. Did you release it in Roblox? Post the link in the chat. Do it, Anthony. I want to see it. Hell yeah, dude. Okay, why is it not working? And I'm wondering also, I am not calling. Yeah, yeah, let me see. Rumble enabled. Yeah, let's see. Let me see. Let's look for this node. I knew it. There it is. Hell yeah. Anthony posted in Roblox. Hell yeah, dude. Let's check this out. Dude, I'm so happy that you kept working on your stuff in Roblox. I remember last year talking about this. Garden Grow, it's called. So this is Anthony Gamer's game, people. In Roblox. Let me open it up here. Okay, here it is. Hell yeah, dude. I don't have Roblox installed on this computer, so I cannot test it, but I'll install it in these next few days, and I could try it on one of the streams, dude. Are there any screenshots from the game? Hell yeah, dude. What are the... This is gardening game where you grow plants and have fun. What are the mechanics of the game, dude? I get that it's a planting stuff game, right? But which mechanics did you end up adding, Anthony? Hell yeah, dude. Happy for you, dude. Okay, this is the problem. I wasn't calling the function. I am stupid. I am stupid. Okay, we're gonna call retro. I think this will work now. If I didn't change anything, and I don't think I did, this should work now. Yeah. Yeah, I think we're good. Let's see what's up with this. Yeah. Hell yeah, it works. Okay. So let me set this to off. Let's apply it. Yes, it is. There it is. Hell yeah. Oh, I'm happy, dude. I really didn't think I was gonna make progress on this stream because I am not feeling locked in. I am feeling like shit. Anthony says you added boats and pots where you buy more pots and grow plants. It was hard to make it, but you got it out. Hell yeah, Anthony. I'm very happy for you, dude. I remember us talking last year about your game, dude. And it makes me really happy that you ended up making progress and releasing a game in Roblox, dude. That is a big feat to finish, dude. Congratulations, my dude. I will try it. I will download Roblox. It's been a while since I played Roblox, but I will download it just to test your game and get some screenshots. Also, you should get some screenshots, dude, and post it on the Discord. You're already on the Discord. You know it's open. Post them over on the Discord. I would love to see more about the game, dude. Happy for you, Anthony. This is really good shit. Okay, we are gonna save. This was good. I should start documenting shit in a more specific way, because then I forget what I did. We'll figure it out. Hell yeah, we'll figure it out. Let's see. Let me go back to the options menu. We're gonna name this one retro post process effect. Adds artifacts and scanlines. Are these scanlines? I don't know if these are scanlines, but we're gonna call them scanlines for now. We're gonna have this one on top of the other ones, so it's more prominent. Okay, let me save this. Hell yeah. Okay. I don't like the game now without the post-process effect. Yeah. I don't know if those are scanlines, but it's good. It's good. I'm happy that now this is something that the users can enable and disable. Okay. Yo, Pakaku, did you go, dude? What are you watching after you finish the Spider-Man movies? What is your next go-to saga? Are we back from the ad break? Please let me know if we're back from the ad break, Anthony, if you're still there. We're back. Hell yeah. Anthony says, okay, we'll post some of the game photos in the video. Hell yeah, dude. I want to see more of it, Anthony. Dude, life changes so quickly. I remember last year you were struggling. You didn't know how to make a game. You were trying to figure things out. And you figured it out, my dude. Happy for you, dude. Okay, people. This just makes... I thought today's stream was not gonna be fun. Just figuring out that setting makes it worth it. Hell yeah. Okay. Okay, we're gonna mark this one. Okay, let's get back to the other thing. Anthony says, I'm in Discord, not video. Yeah. Don't worry, dude. Yeah. I got what you said. Don't worry. Okay, people, give me one second. Just like 15 seconds. I'll be back very quickly, Anthony. Post it over on the Discord and I'll be back very quickly. Okay, we're back. Okay, let's get back to this headache. Okay, this one is not doing anything right now. Okay, so I gotta figure out a way to pass this value because now this value is getting saved and I gotta pass it over. If we're coming from a loaded save, yeah, okay, we'll figure it out. Okay, this one loadout number. Okay, we're gonna set this one. We're gonna set it here, so we can set things here from the editor. Okay, that works. At least let's try it again. Let's swap it to 1. Hell yeah. Okay, so the issue is now when I'm picking up, I don't know, I think I saved value. Okay, let me see, which value did I say? I don't know. Okay, let me see. I'm gonna load a game. Okay, we're on loadout 1 right now. It loads. I don't know which. Let me see which loadout it is right now. We're gonna check it on the battle. Okay, it changed it from the one that it saved. Okay, so no, we don't want 0. It should be 1. Okay, so I gotta add a flag. So we are coming from death. Yeah, if we're coming from death, yeah. Okay, let's add that flag. This would be on the main game instance. Yo, Anthony, if you posted anything, please let me know. What have you been doing besides the game, Anthony? What's up with school? What's up with what you're playing? Tell me more, dude. Sending it in chat general. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, general chat. The one that it's in English. Yeah, the one that's in English. Not chat general. General chat. Please, on that one. Or whichever one it is. It's fine. So we're talking about Garden Grow, which is Anthony's game in Roblox, and we're gonna check it out. He's gonna post some screenshots. Oh, you're making a new game now. About what, dude? That's good, dude. That's great. Great news. Okay, so in main game instance, we are gonna add another boolean. This one's gonna be coming from death. Yeah, so it's clear. I know it's a stupid name, but then I forget what I was using Shed for, so I gotta be really clear on names. Now you're working on an open world RPG game. Hell yeah, Anthony. Hell yeah. So this is Anthony's game in Roblox, made in Roblox Studio. You can play it in Roblox. You already have the link there in the chat. Yeah, I can see the planting stuff. You've got carrots, harvesting. Hell yeah, Anthony. Happy for you, dude. Oh, you've got all the seed system shop. This reminds me of the game called Schedule 1. That's a pretty neat system, dude. So you're feeling really good with Lua now, right, Anthony? If you're doing all of this stuff, right? Dude, good for you, Anthony. I'm proud of you, dude. Hell yeah, dude. Do you, have your friends been playing the game, dude? I'm gonna post the link again in the chat for anyone that's watching. This is Anthony's game. If you play Roblox, you want to check it out. I'll check it out in these next few days, dude. I promise. Okay. So what is the open world one about, Anthony? Okay. Enabled. So what was I gonna do? Okay, yeah. The game instance. Okay, so this one's gonna be false. But if we get on this thing, only if we get on this thing, This one's gonna be true. We're gonna need two values now in the game instance. Anthony says, yeah, feeling good. It's hard, but I got working. My friends have played my game. Yeah, that's what we make this shit for, dude. It's for the friends, it's for the people we know so they can play it. That's why we do it. Hell yeah, Anthony. What about the new one, dude? What's the theme? I know you told me it's an open world RPG, but what's the theme? It's like fantasy, sci-fi. What's the vibe you're aiming for? Okay. Loading save door. Okay, this one. So if we do the overlap, yeah, this is gonna get game instance. And we're gonna set coming from death to true. And on this one, if we are coming from death, it is true. Let me find begin play. We are not gonna load the value that we had on the save game. We're gonna wait like 1 second. I think 1 second should be enough. 1 second, it should be the one we pick up. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna set it here. Delay, we're gonna delay it 0.7. Yeah, I think that's enough. And get game instance. No. Okay, I'm gonna add another one to the library. This one's gonna be get coming from death. Anthony says it's an open world RPG where you fight enemies, buy weapons, and get drops from weapons and currency. No fantasy, no sci-fi, just open world RPG game that's all map. Is hard to find out to make. Yeah, dude, I remember trying to make stuff like this when I was working with Roblox Studio a couple years ago. It's a fun engine to work and try to do an open world RPG, and it does give you the tools to do shit like this. So when do you think you're finishing this one, Anthony? Okay. And we're gonna get coming from death. What? Okay. So on this one, coming from death. Yeah. If this one is true, we should assign the value that we're gonna add now. Anthony says all I need to do now is the map and redo the UIs and it will be done, but what day and month don't know yet. Hell yeah, dude. I know, dude. Planning to on knowing when you're gonna release a game, when it's gonna be ready, it's really hard, dude. What can I say? I don't even know when I'm finishing, so I totally get what you're saying. I don't know why I ask you if you had a date for release. Not even I have one, and you're younger than me, and it making games is just like that, dude. It's hard to figure out, especially if you're not in a team where there's like managers and everything. They can manage the dates and everything and the pace of things. So some people can get tired and other ones can take care take over their work, and things keep going right when it's a team. But when it's not a team, it makes it hard to be exact with the dates. Okay, we are gonna set current loadout, picked up loadout. We're gonna say this one, picked loadout. No, pick up loadout. We're gonna name it pick up loadout. Blackwater, what's up, dude? How are you? How was your weekend? Anthony says, be right back. Hell yeah, dude. Blackwater, what's up, dude? How was your weekend? How has life been since the last time we talked? Feels like it's been a million years, but it's not that much, right? I'm just here, dude, just debugging shit as always. You know how it is. Okay, we're gonna add a new category called loadout, I think. Yeah, we're gonna set this one to that one too. Okay, pick up loadout. Yeah. Okay, so when we pick up stuff, be on this one. It's gonna set it to pick up loadout. Yeah. We're gonna set it here. Yeah, because we're not gonna use current loadout for this, because this is not current loadout. That is for the other thing, the value that's getting saved. Blackwater says it goes, just plugging stuff and gonna make a desktop app to submit to Godot Showreel. They are accepting submissions now. So that is really good news. You should take advantage of these opportunities. I can tell you that like the biggest amount of attention I've gotten for this game has been through showcases and showreels. So that is a good idea for you, dude. When does the submission window close? And when would they release the showreel? Good idea, dude. Hell yeah. And I think you have a good shot at this. I think you do have a good shot because of the engagement you got on Reddit. People are needing this type of tool. So I think when they see the foundation sees what you're working on, I'm pretty sure not pretty sure, but I could say there's a really good chance that they'll decide to include your stuff on the showreel. Okay, pick up loadout. Okay. If this is true, let me see. Yeah, let's create another one. Pick up loadout. Blackwater says you'd have to check the exact date, but submissions slow and voting begins in early October. Oh, well, so it's 100% voting, a voting system, or it's gonna be mixed with judges and also voting. I'm not gonna lie, dude. I am not a fan of voting systems because they can be rigged. There should be some type of curation, I think. If there's a curating team, like saying, okay, I think this works. Because someone could make a really shitty thing and have a really big following and win, right? So that's why I'm not a fan of, in this time and day, because of social media, a fan of voting systems to decide on the quality of things. But I think you still have a good shot because you had good engagement on Reddit. Okay. No, this is not. Get pickup loadout. This one. So it's gonna be an integer. Anthony says back. Hell yeah, dude. We were just talking with my friend Blackwater about some work of his. Making Godot plugins. Blackwater says voting, but it's only certain people. Last year was 37 people got in. Was posted now November 7th. Oh, okay. Okay, I get it. It's not like the open community voting. It's like a curating team, right? From the Godot Foundation. Makes sense. Yeah, dude. Okay, pick uploaded, and then we're gonna set current loadout. Gonna get this one and set it here. This is gonna be after 0.7 seconds. Yeah. Do we need this? I don't think we need this even. Okay, so if this is true, what was the name of this? Get pickup loadout. Yeah. Okay, only if it's true. If it's false, no. Okay, let's see what's up with this. This should work, I think, if I am not mistaken. Also, after that happens, we are gonna set coming from death to true, to false. Okay, now we disable it again. Okay, we'll see. So this, we're gonna set this one to loadout number 3. This will not work because that one doesn't exist now in the data table. But at least gives us okay, no. What? What happened there? Okay, let's see what happened. What about 4? Did I change the thing? Loadout number, it's gonna set pick up load. Oh, okay, yeah. And also it's gonna set current loadout. Yeah, same value. Yo, Blackwater, have you been posting on other social media besides Reddit about your plugging, your Godot stuff? Anyone else watching? If you're wondering what I'm working on, I'm working on Spaceman Memories. If you're new here, you're just lurking and want to leave a message in the chat is open. Ask me anything. Let me know what you're working on also. And also do not forget to wishlist my game, Spaceman Memories. Add it to your wishlist, please. And if you have some time, also check out the demo. Some new content coming to the demo soon. I promise. That's what I'm working on. Okay, let's see. That is correct. Okay, so we're in loadout 4, I think. Coming from death is true. Okay, no. Did I set it to true? Oh yeah, I set it to true. I set it to true. Okay, let's do it again. This is loadout 4. Okay, so that's what it should be on the battle. Blackwater says posted on YouTube channel about the plugin. And how did it go? How are you finding the engagement? YouTube. I want to try to get back on posting shorts. It's hard, dude. It's hard to be consistent, posting shorts, editing, while you're coding, right? Making a game, making a plugin. But for better or worse, we gotta do it. Okay. Loadout, no. It didn't fucking... Yeah. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's see. 0.7. Coming from death is true. Blackwater says got 1,300 views and 21 comments, all positive. That's some really good engagement, dude. 21 comments is a lot in YouTube. Yeah. So just keep doing what you're doing, like the same type of content. Yeah, because it does seem to work. 21 comments is a lot to get in YouTube, dude. Not an easy feat. I don't think I've ever gotten a short with 21 comments. I do think I have some longer videos with a higher amount of comments, but 21 in a short, I have not. So that's some good engagement. Okay, let me see. I'm just checking something here. Okay. Let's do a print string here. This is getting the value from the game instance. That should be true. Okay, no message. Let's try to see getting back to the other world. Was there a message? Oh shit, that was quick. I don't know if I read it. That was really quick. Let me try it again. I think I saw it for a split second. No message. So it's not reading the value. Okay, let's debug this. Okay. Maybe it's doing it too late on this one. I am gonna do this instead here, just before everything. Or before this. Yeah, we're gonna set coming from that to true. I'm gonna set it here. Yeah, it never read the value. Oh, by the way, is this... What's the default value of this one? Yeah, it's false. Okay, let's try it again. What about now? Nothing? What the hell, dude? Where's the game instance? Okay, that is not even happening, it seems. It's not even happening on the blueprint, so it's an issue here then. Okay, what if we do it before? Or no, we're gonna do it here. Okay, let's try it. Maybe I don't even need that 0.7, or maybe yes, or maybe not. We will see. Coming from that. Let's set it to true just for debugging purposes. Coming from the, okay, there it is. Yeah, it was in the wrong place. Let's go here, and I'm gonna remove this one, and now it should keep the value of the, okay, so where was the other nodes? This ones. It's coming from death. It's gonna do this, gonna get the pickup loadout, then set coming from death to false. Okay, loadout 4, that's the pickup. Coming from death, that is correct. Yeah, so this one should be 4 when we get into battle. If it is, this stream is worth it already. Hell yeah, it is. That is 4. That is correct. Okay, that's a bug. This is good. Yeah, we are good to go. I'm gonna set it to 1 now. I'm gonna try to save and load the value. Yeah, let's see. Let's try it again. Okay, this is 1. Yeah, and that's the loadout I should have. Even the thing is that now I'm loading the value from the save game. If we are coming from a save game, like starting a new session, it should keep the previous loadout that we had saved. But it shouldn't do that if we are coming from the death world. Yeah, okay, so we are on loadout 1, we said. That's the value we saved. Right now we saved that one. Okay, let me go and check. We are on 1. For watching, thank you for watching, I appreciate it. Do not forget to add Spaceman Memories to your wish list, and leave a message if you're just lurking. If it's your first time in the channel, leave a message in the chat. Would be happy to talk. Okay, loadout 1. Hell yeah. Okay, we're gonna, yeah, loadout 1, that is correct. Yeah, let's see if this bitch ass spirit kills us. I think she will. I think she will, because we are not at her level. Oh, damn. I didn't think that was gonna be a good hit. I think she, yeah, she's dead. Okay, we defeated her. I didn't expect to defeat her because she's a level 2. We are level 1 right now. Or not? Are we level 1? No. Yeah, we are level 1. Yeah. Okay, so that was a lucky shot. Okay, this is loadout 1. We saved already. I'm gonna set this one to 0. Fanberg, do you use a lot of AI? I do not. I am using Unreal Engine 5.3. Okay, this is a broad question. When you mean if I use a lot of AI, in which way are you asking? If I ask questions, if there are assets generated, it's a broad question. So if you could be more specific, welcome to the channel, by the way. First time chatter. Hell yeah, Björg. I hope I am pronouncing it correctly. I was answering to you and telling you that it would be different in a more in a newer version of Unreal Engine. With this one, the one I'm using 5.3, I don't think it's possible to use the agents that you can prompt for them to make agentic AI or AI assets. No, I'm not using. And the only way that I use it is to ask questions, dude. I ask a question about a specific thing in Unreal Engine and how to build it. but because of the engine version I started making the game, I could not use agents because it has to be a newer version of Unreal Engine, and assets, it's all 3D modeling Blockbench, because it had to be a very specific style. Funbear says, I wish I could do that again, but I've become addicted. I think we have all become addicted, dude. We have all become addicted in one way or the other. Some people do not like to accept that fact, but we have all become addicted. Even in Google, dude, like you don't go to Google anymore and just Google for shit, because the fucking thing is gonna answer the thing you're Googling. Before pressing the websites, you're gonna get an answer. So it's something I've been thinking a lot about, dude, and I think it's making us dumber in many ways. I can tell you that I would have not made the progress on the game because of how easy it is to ask questions about documentation that I do not have to read and take hours to read or watch a tutorial. But at the same time, it has made me less analytical. I can feel my language fading, my spoken language fading. So yeah, dude. Yeah, I get it, what you're saying. Fanbear says, because you were very mediocre, so now the AI agents allow you to get stuff done faster and less buggy. And honestly, it feels awful if you only understand 70% of your code now. What are you working on, by the way, Fanbear? Are you using Unreal Engine, or which engine or framework are you using to make your stuff? Also, are these games or apps? Blackwater says, your current plugin is the audio studio to go along with your model studio and sprite studio. Luckily, your experience making your Sid simulator allows you to basically copy parts over to finish large chunks of the audio studio faster than starting from scratch. This is like a built-in Audacity. I remember Audacity, and an audio generator for SFX, probably best for pixel and retro. You expect to make it available later this week. Dude, I love this. This is a really good idea. Because you're gonna have the whole suite of tools that people need to make games inside Godot. Adding the SFX is like I would say the cherry on top for the system. So I think you had a good shot on the shoulder, dude, because of this. Blackwater says to Feinberg, should take the time to understand and have things explained to you. If you must use AI, at least try to learn from what it is, I would say. Yeah, I agree. I agree with what Blackwater is saying. I think there's value and fun in vibe coding certain things, I would say. But I would be stressed, dude. This is not a vibe coded game, but if it was a vibe coded game, I would be really stressed on not knowing the specifics, ins and outs of the code of the game if I was gonna release it on Steam. Because my code is a mess, maybe a mess, and it is definitely a mess, but I know my mess, and I know the whole context. The thing about LLMs is that they get lost in context still, dude. They still do get lost in context. So releasing something for production and not knowing the ins and outs and the specifics of the code can bite anyone in the ass, I would say. Feinberg says, in your case, apps, you have done some game dev, but not with AI. Okay, so now may I ask you back, have you released to production, and as you were saying, you feel like you only understand 70% of the code, and that other 30% you don't write? Does it make you stressed? I would be stressed, dude, of not understanding a big chunk, just a 5% of my code, not understanding it on how I built it. It'd be cool, dude. It'd be cool to be prompting a lot of things. I'm not prompting because this is an older Unreal Engine, but it'd be interesting to use one of those agents inside the engine. But even so, I would really like to understand what I'm doing, even if I'm prompting it. Because then, dude, releasing right for production, for the public, for an audience, and not knowing the ins and outs of what you built, I would be stressed, dude. I can tell you, I would be stressed. Okay, what was I doing? This is good conversation. Hell yeah. Let's see. This one. Okay, we are picking 0. Okay, so this is gonna load a game right now that we're coming from death, but we're coming from death, and it should naturally be 0. No, it should naturally be 1 because that was the loadout that we saved. This one should be 1, but now it should be 0 because of the new system we're using. So let me test it out. Yeah, it is 0. Hell yeah, I can see the command there. Blackwater says the only negative is you can only export WAV files. Yeah, for your software, right? So if people want MP3 or OGG, they need to convert it themselves. This is out of your control, as the user would need FFmpeg installed, and then it'd be relying on external products. But for small SFX, wave size shouldn't be too insane. I think, dude, Wave is fine. Wave is just fine. I am using Wave in everything I'm using here. The thing is, these other formats, dude, you gotta like think about codecs and shit and MP3, and I know there's some licensing shit. Wave is just fine, dude. And I would say most people would agree, especially for small SFX. Even for my music, dude, I'm using Wave here inside Unreal Engine. Fanberg says, I'm no professional, so I'm not sure production is the right word for what you're doing. So don't worry, you can accidentally use any of your crap. I wouldn't call it crap, dude. I wouldn't be so negative about it. Because who knows, dude? You're making apps. You could make a killer app. You could turn it into a startup. This is the days we're living. Some person can make an app. It could be a killer app, turn into a startup that starts making a lot of money. But even so, as I was saying, if you end up striking that kind of luck, you better, even if you bytecoded it, even if you prompted it, you better have knowledge about it, right? And I don't mean like you should read the whole ass code and understand each specific line what it's doing, but at least know a bit of engineering, right? About the architecture, about what's happening, so you can fix it when people encounter the bugs, and they will encounter the bugs. I can tell you that, dude. When I released a demo of this game, I did not expect all the bugs that came in the first 24 hours of release. It's crazy, dude, the amount of shit that comes up that you didn't think existed in terms of bugs. Famjerk says sometimes it's just hard to slow down the pace and understand everything. I get it, dude. You're in the zone, right? You're locked in and everything. Okay, let me ask you back. What are you using? What's the language you're using? What's the framework? Did you study before this framework, before all this AI era? What was your background in programming? What was your expertise? Okay, loadout 0. Okay, this is cool. Let me get back here, and this should be loadout 1, because this is coming from a save game. This is not coming from death. So this should be loadout 1 in the battle. Let's try that. Let me try that. This works. Hell yeah. This stream is already worth it. We figured out some really cool shit. Loadout 1. Hell yeah, people. You people are giving me good luck tonight. I didn't want to stream tonight because I wasn't feeling it. I'm feeling tired. I'm feeling low energy and shit. You people are giving me good luck. We are solving the bugs. Blackwater says, I don't know why I've been dreading updating my website. Yeah, I get that, dude. Oh shit, dude, updating my website. Yeah, I dread it also. It'll only take an hour, you're sure, but you've been putting it off all weekend. Do you have attention deficit disorder, Blackwater? Dude, the easiest kind of shit is the shit that we dread and procrastinate the most. The human brain is insane, dude. Some of the easiest kind of shit is the shit that I do not end up doing, and I end up sitting down and working on the difficult shit. So I don't want to do shit that takes 5 minutes. Even if it's just 5 minutes, it's not motivating, it's not stimulating enough for me, and I just end up not doing it. I know what you're talking about because I have not updated my website. I have not written more blog posts for my website as I said I was gonna do earlier in the year. I have not been consistent with that because I find it boring. It's not stimulating as working with Unreal Engine. Yeah, dude, I get it. Amjirk says you're using Cloud Code and C++. Oh, C++. That's interesting, dude. It's not common to hear someone talking about C++ in these days. People are using mostly JavaScript frameworks and libraries, right, for the web. So your background was just high schooler who would code some small stuff in your free time. You're a first year CS student, but the first year you didn't learn that much complicated stuff, so you didn't need to vibe that. Yeah. And also, if you are in school, dude, and you feel you can take certain shortcuts on the learning, do not take them. Right now, do not take them, dude. I can honestly tell you, don't take the shortcuts, as difficult and problematic as they are. Learn the fundamentals and then get back to your vibe coding stuff. If it's easier and quicker, it's fine. But if you're having the opportunity of learning the fundamentals without shortcuts, as boring as they may seem, dude, learn them, dude. You're gonna have an edge, yeah, against the rest of the market. Understanding the ins and outs of coding. Blackwater says, wouldn't be surprised you can't intend to reply to a message. Okay, about the attention deficit, then you get distracted for 5 hours only to realize you typed a partial message on Discord for a reply. I am not a professional. I am not a licensed specialist. I am not a licensed psychologist or psychiatrist. But there's always fucking signs, dude. I didn't understand this when I was younger, dude. I grew up with all of these signs. But it's not that normalized, I would say, in other societies, like in the US. So it's not something people talk about. But until I grew up, I became an adult, I started seeing content and reading about it, and I was like, oh my god, I am looking myself in the mirror. This is how my fucker's brain has been working all my life. So the signs are always there, dude. And I don't want to jump to conclusions, right, because I am not a licensed specialist or anything, but they are always there. Blackwater says sometimes it takes you like 3 days to get through a 1 hour YouTube video. That was me before the dawn of AI, I would say. Because now I remember that before AI, I would watch videos in YouTube and on Udemy. I would watch courses in Udemy. Would take me same shit that you said. Like a 1 hour YouTube video would take me like 3 days. A 1 hour Udemy video would take me like 3 days. I stopped learning in that way because now I can ask the questions. You even have a specialized LLM for Unreal Engine. You can ask to any of the other ones, the commercial ones, right? So I think many of us stopped watching tutorials because we can get the answers quicker. But I always try to get the thing to give me clear instructions to implement the thing. I am not in the point where I can prompt shit, and that happened in Unreal Engine. And I would say it saved me a lot of time, dude, because I was just like that. A video of one thing, a 1 hour video, would take me 3 or 4 days to finish. Yeah, when I learned it that way before. Van Bjerg says, you were thinking of your own sake. You need some projects where you don't vibe. Yes, you need those projects where you do not vibe code, dude. I am telling you, dude, take this shit seriously. Not only as a programmer, just as a creative, just as a human being, dude. Do not kill the capacity of doing hard, boring shit. If you kill that capacity, dude, the people that can do the hard, boring shit are gonna have an edge against you in the future, dude. You'll both will be vibe coding and shit, right? Competing in a level field. I wouldn't call it a level field, because the ones that have the capacity to understand what they're doing, because of the background they have from not only depending from vibe coding, those people are gonna be better, dude. Yeah, so for your own sake, do projects where you do not vibe code, dude. Yeah, and other projects where you can go wild, right? Yeah, take the risk and everything. 'Cause I can tell you, dude, you start losing your edge, your capacity to think, to talking shit. Yeah, Feinberg says, because you code every day like you did today, your brain is gonna be much in a year. I wouldn't say no, dude. I've tried vibe coding and shit, and if I did that every day for 8 hours, 10 hours a day, dude, I can tell you that would really fuck me up. Yeah, your workflow was, hey Claude, my project isn't very polished and very buggy, so you can just make some tests and fix some bugs. You did that for 10 hours, one prompt every 10 minutes while playing gaming with no thinking. You actually fixed some issues. Luckily for you, it could fix many bugs without changing any architecture. It was just your bad logic. But still, right, you don't feel you were learning that much. Grimeshine, what's up? Grimeshine says, I haven't had a fun day of game dev in over a month. I haven't had a fun day of game dev in over 4 years. So I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, dude. We haven't had a fun day of game dev in like 3-4 years, both of us. What's up, dude? What are you up to? We're talking right now with Blackwater and Fanbjörg. Where is this from? Fanbjörg. Is this from the Nordic countries? It sounds Nordic, dude. The name. Fanbjörg says, you learn nothing. It feels like a senior dev just look at your work and fix some issues without telling me what was improved and why. That is a dangerous thing, dude. The AI bros and the tech bros on Twitter are gonna tell you you do not need to code or learn math or learn anything anymore. We're gonna leave it all to the AIs. That's what they say. That is a dangerous type of thinking, dude. And I am not anti-AI, but I have started feeling so concerned, dude. One thing that has had me concerned has been my English in these last few months. I felt my English language, I am not a native English speaker, this is my second language. I have felt my English fading, me forgetting words and shit, and I can pinpoint that shit to overusing AI to ask questions, because I read less, I do less research, so there's less language in my day, less English language. So I decided to get back to read books, dude. Read physical books. I have been reading digital books for 15 years now. I think I only read physical books in paper when I was in school. So I went back to that shit, dude, just because I was feeling it was fucking with my language, with my English capacity and shit. Yeah, you gotta be careful. You're not wrong on your reasoning, dude. Yeah, you do not have a complete blind trust in it, and you shouldn't, because it still hallucinates a lot, a whole fucking lot. Physics, what's up, dude? How are you? Having breakfast? Pamjerk says you read like 5% of the code it made. You actually find some dubious code. Yes, dude. This shit still hallucinates a lot. Like I was saying, the tech bros and the AI bros on Twitter are not gonna accept this, right? They are gonna say like the problems are all solved and shit. The capacity to code, it is a problem that is solved, and you shouldn't be able to read code. Like, fuck that shit. And it'd be interesting if this would be extremely clean code, right? That you would be sure of it and feel safe with it. but this shit still hallucinates a lot, dude. And from week to week, it can be nerfed. Like 1 week it is nerfed, the other one it's the most powerful model in the world, and that's the cycle. It's just a crazy thing. Blackwater says, relatable. When you practice Russian, you would then go to stream and forget the English words for things, and you're a native English speaker. Yeah, dude. Yeah, you gotta be careful with your knowledge. You gotta nourish it. You gotta take care of it and not lose it, dude. Especially in this time and age, dude, which is really easy to just... There's a quote, dude, on Dune. I've been reading Dune. I'll show you. This is a deep ass quote from Dune the book. Jerk says, it's because of people on Reddit you get tempted to try vibe coding. Everyone has been tempted to try vibe coding, and everyone has tried it. If you're a programmer, a game developer, a creative, some people are gonna say they have not tried it at all. I would believe to 1%, 2% of them that they have never tried it just once. Because if you've seen the people that you would have thought would have never tried it doing it, people like Linus Torvalds, dude, the creator of Linux, Notch, creator of Minecraft, I would have never expected these people to try it, and they did try it, and even these motherfuckers liked it. Yeah, so we are living in crazy days. Famjerk says, they just told me technical debt, just let next year's AI fix it, which could be true for a lot of projects. Yeah, not wrong. Could be true for a lot of projects. But also, dude, we gotta learn shit just to have the capacity to do shit, to build shit, dude. I would not want to live in the world where I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, dude. I'm just prompting shit into existence. And I don't think we're gonna be able to prompt everything into existence. Yeah, some of your friends have genuinely not tried it, but they are beginners, so I'm glad they haven't. Yeah, Physics says, does the spaceman have a name? Yeah, it's got a name. I'll show it to you right now. His name is Ichiro94. You can see it there on the stats menu of the game. It's got a meaning. I'm not gonna say the meaning here on the stream, but it's got a meaning and a backstory. The name of the spaceman, Ichiro94. How are you feeling, Physics? How was your weekend? Blackwater says, you do. It was god awful for Godot initially. You don't think a single line of code was right. Now it can actually write code, but still errors here and there. Same shit, dude, with Unreal Engine and blueprints. I am not prompting blueprints, but I remember asking shit to an LLM about Unreal Engine, like a question about nodes in 2023, and it didn't know shit. It was just making up shit, hallucinating, making up non-existent nodes in Unreal Engine that didn't even exist. And I would tell it, you're making shit up, dude. This shit doesn't exist in the engine. You're inventing words, you're inventing terms. That was 2023. Right now, it may hallucinate from time to time, but most of the time it'll get the answer right to whichever question you ask about an engine. Amjir says, tomorrow your plan is to try to read all the code Claude made today and improve your understanding, because right now you are in a spot where you don't know what the blind spots are. Yeah, dude, I think a lot of people should be doing this, especially students. You especially in your position that you have the opportunity to learn, dude, the fundamentals. In that way, don't lose that opportunity, dude. Don't be afraid to question and push back and challenge that decisions. Yeah, dude, like Blackwater said. Exactly. Physics says the days blur together, so you don't know if it's a weekday or a weekend, since you don't know have work anymore. I am making a game, dude. I do have work, but I would say that that feeling is not only a feeling of being retired, it's just a feeling of not working in a company. Yeah, because the days do blur for me too. I can tell you that. I forget sometimes it's a Monday or a Tuesday. I don't feel stressed about a Monday because I manage my own time. I do freelancing in my own terms. I work on the game in my own terms. And I get what you're saying, dude. It's fun sometimes, Physics. Sometimes I do not like losing my sense of time, dude. Let me look for the quote I was talking about. Dune quote. Man, machines. Yeah, I'll show you this quote. Check out this shit, dude. This shit. When was Dune written, dude? When was Dune released? This book is from 1965. Frank Herbert wrote this in 1965. And this is from the first pages of Dune. It says, once men turned their thinking over to machines in the hope that this would set them free, but that only permitted other men with machines to enslave them. That shit hits hard, dude. It hits hard. We're on an ad break. Okay, I'm gonna wait for the fucking ad break to end. Fuck the ad breaks on Twitch. I hate this shit. Famjerk says, you like making things from scratch even though it's terribly time inefficient. Sometimes, even if it's time inefficient, it's good to make shit from scratch. Grimshin says, you like to use plugins that integrate Claude into the engine, but you use it only to review your code and give you troubleshooting steps for bugs and things. Yes, I have seen this in Grimshin's workflow. You have never have it actually right because you need to have 100% control and understanding of your systems. What I was saying exactly. But you also use blueprints and you're super particular on how you like to lay your blueprints out visually. Exactly, dude. Just what I was telling to Fanjerk earlier. If you have the ability, the opportunity to use the LLM to ask questions and shit, generate stuff, it's fine. Do it. I'm not judging. But you should definitely understand whatever it's generating. Okay, people, let me know when the ad is over. Fuck the ads, dude. Pamir says, like, you made a game editor for one game, your friend, and you are making very early stages. And this was made with your custom UI. Okay, dude, I would like to see more of it. Janimal, shit. All the cool people in the house. Janimal says, you prefer your notes laid out like a bowl of spaghetti upside down. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah, the spaghetti code. Let's see some spaghetti code in Spaceman Memories. No AI in the world would be able to make this shit, people. See, this type of stupidity is not something you can replicate easily. No ChatGPT or Claude code or anything is gonna replicate this type of messy spaghetti code. And I'm not getting rid of my messy spaghetti code. I love my messy spaghetti code because I know what the fuck each of these nodes is doing and why I have it there. Yeah, I would be stressed if I didn't know specifics of the systems I'm building, like what Grimeshan was saying. Okay, we're back from the ad break, right? I'm here. Says, you know that meme? It's ugly, but at least it's mine. Yeah. Here it is. I know it's ugly, but at least it's mine. This shit. That's your UI. It has great performance, but you are no designer or artist. I am no programmer either, dude. My background is not in programming. So that's why my blueprints look like this. Basic says, the AI hype will be over fairly soon because the cost is too high for the AI companies to make a profit. Soon they will raise the price or consolidate into one giant corp like Google who can afford it. This could, yeah, this, it sounds possible, dude. Yeah, a lot of analysts do think the same thing, and I do think it's possible that because they are not making a profit. OpenAI is not making a profit. Anthropic is not making a profit. They're just losing money, dude. And this never-ending cycle is just not sustainable in long term. So yeah, then they are gonna start charging what they should have been charging people, and a lot of people are not gonna be able to pay for it. The animal says it's the human factor. Yeah, Famjerk says, you never use blueprints. We're starting Unity and not Unreal. I started with Unity, dude, in C#. That was how I started this game, Spaceman Memories. I sometimes miss writing code. Even so that I want to get back to learn some shit like C or I don't know, dude. Maybe some JavaScript and shit. Just write shit. I don't know. I do miss writing code sometimes. It's got an artsy thing to it. You would know the vibe code when the prices increase, says Fambjörg. Only right now because it's fairly cheap. Exactly, and I don't know, dude. I know things will stay as cheap as they are in the future. They're just like giving us letting us try the drug and then getting us hooked in the drug. Janimal says, but they're having the party of lifetime. Yeah. Physics says, Tulio, your games look gorgeous. You're a really good artist. Thank you, Physics. I appreciate it, dude. I appreciate it. That means a lot. And I would say being a decent, I am not a professional artist, but being a decent one may cover a bit of the shortcomings I have in programming, because my background is not in programming. So yeah, good things and bad things about each one of us, right? Ramsey says, that's what I'm saying. Nerdist world building is top tier. Thank you, dude. That means a lot. That means a lot. I think I ended up building a decent world, dude, because I knew I could not make a complex game in terms of systems and programming, because I don't have the capacity to do it. I could have the capacity if I sat down just to learn and not to build. I can totally learn. But yeah, dude, I think I use the world building as a cover for the shortcomings of the rest of the project, or my knowledge. Bamberg says, you just hope local will become cheaper. Who knows, dude? with the prices of RAM, who knows? Ram just says, but do you guys know about ActionScript? What is ActionScript, dude? The animal says, hi, Physics. Ram just say, hey, my dude, good to hear from you. Bamberg says, for me, my bottleneck is not syntax, so you never feel bottlenecked by typing out C++. Your bottleneck is the logic itself, so you have the same struggle in all languages. Yeah, it's crazy, dude. The mode was never the syntax. It really shows, because anyone can prompt shit. It's that, what you're saying. It's logic and taste about how to build things. It was never the syntax. The animal says, what is ActionScript? Yeah, all in one word, ActionScript. I'm gonna look for that. Janimal, how are you, says Physics. Yo, so we're back from the outbreak. I think Fambjörg, you didn't see this when I showed it earlier, a couple minutes ago. This is a quote from Dune. What you were thinking, dude. What you're thinking, what I was telling you. This is from 1965. It says, once men turned their thinking over to machines in the hope that this would set them free. What's happening to all of us? And then it says, but that only permitted other men with machines to enslave them. So let's not let these biggest companies, dude, enslave our knowledge and our thinking, because that's what they want to do, dude. Yeah, I'm not for conspiracy theories and shit, but they want to get us hooked and be dependent on this shit and stop thinking for ourselves, to be using this shit all day. Bamberg says the syntax was just a barrier for complete beginners. Yeah, the syntax was never the mode. Ramsey says it's a scripting language for Flash. That's how all the games on Newgrounds were made. Oh, I remember ActionScript. Yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah, ActionScript is an object-oriented programming language originally developed by Macromedia. Shit, dude. What the fuck happened to Macromedia? They totally died. I remember Macromedia, dude. Who bought? Okay, Adobe bought Macromedia. Yeah. Yeah, dude. I never made shit with ActionScript. I do know people that made shit with ActionScript. What does ActionScript look like? What does the syntax look like, Rhymeshane? Adobe killed them. Yeah, common Adobe L. Bamberg says, but you're still glad to know syntax. It makes reviewing easier. Yeah, it's good to know it, but it was never the thing that would make you better than other people, and the age of AI is really showing it. I'm your success, and you hated having to ask an LLM how to type something. Yeah, we all do in one way or the other, dude. But everyone's addicted to it because it is, what's the word, dude? Convenient. It is convenient. Saves so much time that everyone just ends up doing it. Ramsey says, you don't really know. You were too stupid to really understand it then, and don't know enough today to compare it to anything. Just object-oriented, scripted. Yeah, more like micro-medium now, says Chanimal. Yeah, the crazy times action script. And I remember a cousin of mine, dude, using Flash. I think I also use Flash. I don't remember what I use Flash for. I do have it in my memory, dude. This was before Unity. I didn't even end up finish anything, I'm pretty sure. But it's crazy, dude, how time goes by. Flash was king, dude. Yeah, Flash was definitely king. Bamberg says, every time you improve, your standards just keep increasing and you end up feeling worse. Yeah, that is the cycle everyone's living in right now, dude. And it's not only for programming, it's also for writing, it's also for reading, it's also for drawing, it's also for concept art, it's also for a lot of people are feeling that way. Yeah, it's a cycle we as humanity, I think we have to learn to how to tackle, not get eaten by this beast. Ramshan says, your dad bought you a bootleg copy of Macromedia Flash 5 from eBay when you were like 12. I remember, dude, all of this shit. I remember Newgrounds too. Does Newgrounds even exist, dude? It exists. What the hell? It does exist. Check it out. Hamburg says, luckily your art is so bad you haven't even reached the stage of feeling bad about it. Even if it's bad, dude, you could make a lot of games, I would say, not apps. Yeah, you could make games even with bad art. You never know who's gonna like your weird art. Yeah. General says, yes, that's the curse of being an artist, forever dissatisfied with your own work. That's the curse of being human in many ways, dude. Not only an artist, I would say. Yeah, being dissatisfied. Fabio says, it's like so far away, it just feels more like tragic comedy. The very thing that keeps you moving forward, that's make you feel bad. Yeah, you just let your friend do the art and problem solved. Yeah, dude. The brain is gonna... What the hell is this? I remember the first Super Meat Boy was in this website, right? The original one. Yeah, I think it's this one. Yeah, it's this one. Yeah, it was a Flash game, remember? Physics says, if AI replaces all workers, money can't be the goal anymore. No one will have the money to buy anything. Power and control become the goal. Companies offer you food in exchange for you fighting their wars. Sounds dystopian. But I wouldn't discard it, dude. We are living in such crazy times that we don't even know what the intentions of these people are anymore. Okay, we're gonna try the original Meat Boy. It's not Super Meat Boy. This is Meat Boy. I have never tried it here in Newgrounds. I just remember seeing it on Indie Game, the movie, but I have never tried it. Oh, hell yeah. Dude, this is crazy. This is insane. That this is how this game started. This is crazy, dude. I had never tried this game. Grimeshine mentioned Newgrounds. And I remember Newgrounds from the movie. Shit. I suck at this. Okay, I do not suck at this. Yeah, what physics said is deep and may sound like a conspiracy, but I would not discard it, dude, if this is the end game in one way or the other. Hamburg says you just thought to yourself, if that happens and you don't need to work, what should I even spend my free time doing? I don't know, dude. I don't know what the end game is. Virus, what's up? But what the hell is this guy doing? I am playing Meat Boy, dude, on Newgrounds. We were talking about Flash and Action Script, and I ended up finding games on Newgrounds. Remember Newgrounds, dude? Yeah, Yanuel says the curse of being human. Imagine all parents after their first child. Yeah, but one kind of sucks. Let's make a V2. Yeah. Ramsey says you used to love the series called Perfect Dark. It was a cross between Kirby and Perfect Dark. Okay. Is it hearing Newgrounds? Animal says, and why the oldest always has to fight for everything? They are the beta tester of the family. I was the beta tester of my family. I am the oldest one. Ramsey says that and Xiao was insane. In Newgrounds? Bit, what did you send? Do I remember new ones? Oh boy, do I. Yeah, dude, we're being a bit nostalgic tonight. Playing Meat Boy, not even Super Meat Boy. This is Meat Boy. This is crazy, dude. It's crazy how much of this game ended up on the game on Super Meat Boy, the one that went big and they made a lot of money with. Yeah, I can see a lot of the mechanics in the design, the level design. This is the same guy, for people watching. This is the same guy from Eugenics, same developer of Eugenics and The Binding of Isaac. Okay, let's see what Beat sent. What the hell did you even send, dude? No porn games, please. Beat us. Let me see what's up with this. What? What the fuck? Okay, this is a nice break we're having here, people, from Unreal Engine. By the way, if you're just joining the stream, I am a developer. I am making a game for real. Unreal Engine is open. We're doing some stupid shit tonight, but I am working in Unreal Engine. We'll get back to it in a bit, but this is fun. Also, wishlist my game if you just joined the stream. There it is in the chat. Let's check out Bush Shootout. Dude. Hell yeah. We're gonna go the Oval Office, how to play, level indicator. Okay. Let's see what's up. Am I gonna get banned on Twitch for playing this on stream? Okay, then I'm gonna play the one that Grimeshane sent. Okay, let's make it big. Skip intro. Okay, hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Yes, Mr. President. Yeah, dude. I am feeling like invading a Middle Eastern country right now. I can tell you that. Yeah, we're invading a Middle Eastern country tomorrow. The spirit of Bush is inside. What the fuck did I even end up playing, dude? You people are insane. This is some insane people in the chat. This is Beat's wrongdoing. What the hell, Beat? Was this your favorite game, Beat? I do not remember playing this shit, dude. Dude. Die, terrorists. Are these guys Al Qaeda? Or are these Islamic State? Is this ISIS? Bit sending more stupid shit. Okay, we tried this one. Let's see what Grimeshane said. This is some more stupid shit, I'm pretty sure. Oh, I remember these kind of things. Yeah. The Stickman shit. Oh, yeah. Dude. This one was sent by Grimeshane. I remember this, dude. I think this is the thing that my cousin used to, the type of things my cousin used to make. I remember this, the stick figures. What the hell was this, dude? These are crazy times. This was a more pure internet in many ways, dude. You remember this exact one, says physics. Yeah, you can share links on YouTube. That is a YouTube thing, dude. I don't know why. Maybe send it on Discord if you want to send me a link. This is insane, dude. Dude, I remember these animations. This is crazy. Good shit, dude. Yeah, I remember our cousin used to make this type of animations in Flash. Insane, dude. What the fuck happened to the internet, dude? These were fun times. Let me see which other crazy shit Peter sent. The Flood Runner. Okay, this is this a game? Let's see what's up with this. Okay, physics sent me something too. I'm gonna check it out in a bit. Ramses says, Ditsu is such a sick animator. Dude, a lot of good animators and artists came from that era. Okay, this is a game. It's crazy, dude. Many good artists and animators came from this Flash Newgrounds era. Okay, spacebar. Hell yeah, dude. Dude, what the fuck happened to humanity? Everything went to shit. Everything went to shit, dude. What happened to human beings? This was a better society, dude. When this shit was on the internet. Now we're just like watching brain rot and getting fucking anxious on these fucking algorithms and TikTok and Twitter and Reddit and all that bullshit. This was a better internet. I can say it objectively. Hell yeah, beat. Shit, dude. Epic shit. Okay, I'm gonna try the physics one. Let me try the physics one. Dude, this is so cool, dude. Let me try what physics sent. Operation Epic Furious. Okay, let's see what's up with this one. Gramshin sent another one. This was another classic series you forgot about. Holy shit. Okay, then I'm gonna go with that one. This is a Flash game. This is not from Newgrounds, right? What is this? Physics. It doesn't do anything. It's crashing. Oh, okay. It says failed to connect to MetaMask. Why is it trying to connect with MetaMask? No, I had not seen this one. Let me see the one that Ramshin says. Another classic series. Newgrounds. Okay. Joe Zombies. This the one you're talking about, Gramshine? Dude. What the hell happened to the internet? Short bursts of fun. It's TikTok for games. Which, I don't know, dude. I don't think it was TikTok for games. I think there was more depth to things. It doesn't feel like brain rot, even if it's stupid. The humor behind it, it's stupid, right? Like just crazy shit. Shit, look at this, dude. Yeah. Check out these animations, people. This is the peak of the internet. It says you used to play the absolute shit out of Flood Runner. Dude, that game is good. That game is good. Crumpton says you don't have to watch it. Was just wondering if anyone else had seen it. Had anyone else seen this series in Newgrounds? This is all made in Flash, people. Good shit. Physics says, oh, remember that penguin games? Yes, you would try to hit a penguin as far as possible. I remember that one. Grimeshine, this shit makes me nostalgic, dude. I didn't know how to make this, but I remember watching this content on the internet. Dude, what the hell happened? Beat sent another game, right? Let me check out the other game that Beat sent. This is Kid Cannon. What the hell is Kid Cannon, dude? Is this a game? Let's try it. Yes, this is a game, right? How to play. Kid Cannon is very simple. Just aim the cannon using the up-down cursor keys and space to fire. Okay. Let's see what's up with this. What? Dude. High score, 60 feet. Let's see if we can do more than 50. Okay, we're gonna do more than 50. I am locked in right now. I am locked in. I told you I was gonna do more than 60, dude. Dude, check this out. 319 feet. Beat. Fuck you, dude. I am good at Kid Cannon. Grimeshine sent another one. This might be your favorite of all time on Newgrounds. Okay, let me check this one out. This is an animation or a game? I suppose animation. Let's see what's up. Holy shit, you remember Kid Cannon? Oh, this is a game. Hell yeah. Okay, tutorial. We'll now learn all the controls. To move, press A. To move right, press D. Okay. Touch boxes to continue. Dude, I like the design of this. It was so pure, dude. Yeah. These were pure times. Okay, try grabbing a gun. Aim the gun and... Dude, this shit is good, Grimeshine. And I can see why you were liking the game we were talking about last week. Because this type of game and aiming and shooting feels like that game. Yeah. Shit. Dude. Okay. Now try throwing your gun away by swinging your arm and pressing F. Yeah. Okay, let me try to play the game now. Get out of the tutorial. Okay, we learned how to play. We're having a retro night tonight, people. Retro Monday night. We could do this every week, dude. We could have a retro night where we play or watch Newgrounds animations in games. Ah, hell yeah. Hell yeah, dude. Dude, I can see, Grimeshine, why this was your favorite. Oh shit. This is so Grimeshine, dude. This is so Grimeshine. So many things I can see. Elements that ended up influencing you, dude. Maybe consciously, maybe subconsciously. I don't know, dude. But I can see shit in your game and in your work. Crazy times, dude. Let me pick up the gun. Oh shit, I got cooked. The gun, motherfucker. Dude. It says you played this one too before? Dude. Crazy times. Everything was so broken, writing not polished. But it was so fun, dude, because no one was trying to become famous for the sake of being famous, dude. People were just trying to make cool shit, fun shit on the internet. It was not to like get engagement and get followers. All of this fucking social media broke the fucking internet, dude. The motivation behind people's work totally changed. Yeah, Newgrounds was just people. I want to make cool shit just for the sake of it, and I will be happy if other people play it. But I'm not thinking about becoming an influencer or anything. That was never the Newgrounds spirit, right? Ads, oh no. I'm sorry about the ads. Physics says, alright, man, I'm heading out. Thanks for the fun stream. Thanks to you, Physics. Fun shit, dude. Hope to see you soon. Back here on the stream. Have a good rest of your day, dude. Enjoy your day. Okay, sorry about the ads, people. On Twitch. Not on YouTube, but on Twitch. Fucking Twitch, dude, keeps putting more and more ads every day. Okay, let me try Meat Boy one more time. It says Bit has subscribed for 1 month. Dude, thank you. I appreciate it, my dude. As always, dude. As always, thanks, dude. Means a lot. Hell yeah, dude. I'm gonna send you a kiss, Bit. With my emoji. Where's my emoji? Send you kisses in the chat. Bro, you gotta play Gunny Bunny? Okay, let's fucking play Gunny Bunny. This stream started so slow. I was just talking to myself. You could watch the VOD of this stream. I was just talking to myself. No one was in the chat. I was like, okay, I'm gonna end it early because the vibes are slow tonight. I may end up the stream early, and I cannot believe this ended up happening. We ended up playing games on Newgrounds. Take Fire, WD, and Fire. Okay, hell yeah. This is Gunny Bunny. Oh, this shit is good. What the hell is this, dude? Yeah, this is good, Bit. Dude, I cannot believe this doesn't feel like 2D. Or is this like 2.5D? What the hell is this, dude? I didn't know there were these kind of things in Newgrounds. I would just think about 2D things. Hell yeah, dude. Dude, it's crazy. This is insane. But says someone who was as smart as fuck made this. And I'm wondering how, dude. I didn't know there were this is not 2.5D, or is it? Or what the fuck is this, dude? Is this 3D? Gramson says people used to hack 3D by exporting animations from Maya and importing the video of the animation to Flash. Crazy, dude. This one blew my mind. Yeah. It blew my mind. Okay, let's see. Okay, music is back. That's crazy, dude. Let me try it again. Dude, this is crazy. I don't know how they faked it, but they faked it. They totally faked the 3D, dude. Dude, which other one do you remember, people? Then shit, we're playing Newgrounds games and animations tonight. I'm sorry there's no audio because I'm using 2 computers and the setup is kind of problematic to send audio from one computer to the other one for the streaming. But it's still fun. It's still fun. Hell yeah. I remember playing. Do you people remember Cartoon Network had a website? There were cool games in the Cartoon Network website from the TV shows. I remember playing that shit. I don't think that website exists anymore, like this Newgrounds one. So you cannot even find those games anymore. Dude, how did they fake the 3D? Crazy shit. Okay, another one. Let's check it out, Beat. I'm gonna check it out. This one you also played a lot. Dude, the bush one was funny, dude. I felt like I was there on the Oval Office. Sean Cooper game. Where would Sean Cooper be right now, dude? I just wonder, where are all these people that were making these games? Crazy Monkey Games. Okay. Objective: kill zombies. Controls arrow keys to move. 09 to select weapons and space to shoot. Okay. Oh, hell yeah, Beat. I see what you're saying. Yeah, these people were also faking the 3D. Yeah, what Grindshine was saying. These are definitely exported models. Yeah, from the top-down view. But it's 3D. It's 2D. Yeah, this one's definitely 2D. But it doesn't look like it because of the animations. They look so clean. Did I change the weapon? Okay, yeah. We've got the Uzi now. Yeah, submachine gun. Primeshine sent another one, which is this one. Okay, what the hell is this? Dude, why did you say sad? What is sad? Let me check out this. Oh yeah, it's dying. Yeah, this is Google Trends. The shit, yeah, it's totally almost dead. Yeah, check out 2005. There was a peak in 2021. Yeah, let's hope there's a peak in 2026. Yeah, dude, it is sad. It makes me sad and nostalgic, dude. I am not complaining about the current state of technology. I may complain about the current state of technology in many ways, like fuck the price of RAM and solid state drives. Like, I can complain about the current state of technology, but I am not complaining about the current state of the internet or technology. But this just felt like a different internet, dude. I just wonder what the fuck happened. When did things go to shit? Maybe it was social media, dude. Maybe it was Mark Zuckerberg, and then TikTok, and then Twitter, and then with Facebook. But I remember having MySpace and High Five, which were social media, and they were so different. Who had High Five here or MySpace? It says yes, it was smartphones and social media. Yeah, we can pinpoint the issues of everyone, right? The mental health issues, and everyone having anxiety, and the internet not feeling good and fun like before. YouTube was even awesome before the invention of apps and smartphones. Yeah, dude, everything was better. Yeah, it's having these fucking computers in our pockets. The smartphones fucked it up. It says, I guess the first iPhone was out with YouTube, but it wasn't a big thing yet. It wasn't a big thing yet. You are not wrong. It's sad, dude. Like I was saying, I am not gonna complain about the current state of technology, but the internet feels broken, and it feels like it's breaking us at the same time that it's broken. Yes, we have more knowledge at our disposal. Yes, we have more tools at our disposal, but it is really fucking up with the fabric of society, dude, in many ways. Bit says you actually hated touchscreen phones because they didn't have buttons, and I think most people did. I also hated touchscreen phones. I even hated phones at some point in my life. There was a point in which everyone was using phones. Remember the Blackberries? When everyone was using the Blackberries already, I wasn't using a Blackberry. I didn't have a phone. Because I was into thinking that the phones would give you brain cancer and shit. Yeah, I was young, dude. And so extreme with my views. So I didn't use phones for a long time. It's like kids nowadays that are like the tablet generation. They are a tablet generation, dude, and their brains are getting cooked in real time. Gentleman says high five. Hive's Dutch site, Google with its circles. Yeah, I did use high five. I don't remember this one. Hives. What about MySpace? Who used MySpace here? We are old fucks. If someone says I had a MySpace, I had a MySpace, dude. Yeah, I posted stuff about music, playing guitar, being a musician. It says they don't know how to use a keyboard and mouse. They do not. Kids do not know how to use a computer in these days. You weren't old enough, but you had an account anyway. Exactly, dude. I wasn't a genius. I didn't even know how to program growing up. I sucked at it, but I did know how to use a computer, how to debug shit, how to install pirated games, how to add cracks to the games, put the crack on the game or the software, cracked software. Now kids cannot do shit, dude. They can do shit on a computer. You had your first cell phone when you were like 9 years old. It was just a flip phone. It couldn't do anything. Which one? Was this a Motorola? After your dad died, your mom wanted to be able to get a hold of you while she was at work. Which phone was this one? I remember having different phones, or my dad having phones and me using my dad's phones. My dad had a Motorola 5 something. No, not this one. No, it's something newer. I don't remember. I remember me having Sony Ericsson phone. Remember this shit? Dude, this was the shit. Cause you could listen to music in this. I don't think I had this one. I had this one. Sony Ericsson W610 Walkman. That was a good ass fucking phone. Jamal says you were on Facebook this morning and accidentally tapped something and you ended up on a creator section where you can win max your posts for engagement complete with how much money you're making. Fuck that shit, dude. Jamal says I'm okay with people making money. Yeah, dude, I am not anti people making money, but they are just farming all of us, our content, our brains, and mostly our mental health. They are fucking up our mental health. That's what they are farming the most. It almost says which is usually to benefit the company and other creative communities that made them popular. Yeah, they don't give a fuck about the creative ones that made them popular. Yeah, it's just about making you more dependent and addicted to whichever platform it is. Yeah, go make more coffee, Yamal. I would like some coffee right now. I've got some lemonade here, but I would like some coffee right now because it's fucking late. Okay, so what? Okay, we fixed the bug. I am happy we fixed both of the things that I was meaning to fix tonight. We added the retro post process effect to the settings. Now it's not connected to the Rumble as it was before. It's connected to this setting on the video settings. So that's good. It's getting saved and everything. Hell yeah. Okay, let me add the post process thing here to this level. Gotta add it to every level. It says this was one of your first flip phones. Let me check it out. Which was this one, dude? Samsung. I do not remember this Samsung. Which year was this, dude? I do not remember that Samsung. I remember the Motorola's very clearly. Those were the ones everyone was using here in my country. It was like 2008, 2009. Yeah, what fucking phone was I using in 2008? No, I was using just some Chinese knockoff phone like that looked like a BlackBerry. Gentleman says Baraka coffee from the Philippines. What is Baraka coffee from the Philippines? Let me check that out. Looks good. The animal. It's like espresso XXXL. It looks good and strong. So hell to the hell yeah. The animal to this strong coffee. There in the Philippines. Enjoy, dude. Bit says, do you remember the Verizon chocolate? No, we didn't have Verizon, dude. We just had some random ass Latin American companies. I do not remember the Verizon chocolate. It was an LG. No, LGs weren't big here. Yeah, these phones were not big here. The big ones were Motorola and Sony Ericsson. Yeah, no, I do not remember this. Do not have it in my memory whatsoever. The one that was the biggest thing here was this one, dude. This one was the shit. The V3. Remember, this shit looked like the future. If you had this shit, you were cool. This was a sign of status. Oh, the golden one. Yeah, the Motorola Razr V3. Shit, dude. Oh, time goes by so quickly, dude. I can't believe this is retro technology. This is old shit. There was one that had iTunes. Yeah, the V3i. That one had iTunes and it sucked so much that Steve Jobs decided to make his own phone because he hated iTunes on the V3i. Janimal says, we're inching closer to Zune territory. Oh my god, the Zune, dude. I remember the Zune. I didn't have a Zune, but one of my best friends had a Zune, and that shit was like the future. No, this was Microsoft Zune, right? Yeah. Yeah. We are in Zune territory. It says you didn't get your first smartphone until the end of high school when you were 18. I think me too. I got a smartphone until I got out of high school. Yeah, I remember that shit. Because my girlfriend at the time hated that she couldn't chat with me because I didn't have a fucking phone to chat. And I was like so anti-smartphone. I was extreme with my views. Bit says, okay, let me check out the one that Bit sent. Janmo says, oh, look at all this variety in hardware. Now everything is a black rectangle. Yeah, dude. Everything is a black rectangle. I remember having something like this, Bit. It wasn't a Samsung. It was a Chinese phone. But I remember having this type of smartphone, right? Yeah. I got jumped. 2 gang members yeah, stole it from me. I got jumped one time and they stole that phone from me. It looked like that Samsung. Crazy shit, dude. Okay, where's the post process? Okay. Crazy, dude. My first smartphone, I got jumped by some gang members and they stole it from me. I was going to school. I was in high school. Only time I've been jumped. Yeah. Okay, let me see. Okay. It says, all right, man, I'm off to bed. Have a good night, y'all. Dude, thank you. Thank you for the sub, dude. Thank you for the memories. Thank you for sending all that Newground shit. This was a lot of fun, dude. We are gonna try to repeat it every Monday. Like, have that nostalgic night. Hell yeah, dude. I am gonna go to bed too, because it's almost 3 hours for me. Wanna rest. Wanna start well tomorrow. Not fuck up my morning or my sleep. So we're gonna go and raid someone. I suppose Joey Toro, if he's live. Daniel says, did you guys watch the Blackberry movie? It was really fun to watch. I don't remember, dude. I don't remember the Blackberry movie. It says, bro, next time play Backrooms on stream. I'm gonna do a just play game stream, dude. Yeah, I'm gonna use another title, another topic, so people don't just come to the stream and are like, what the fuck is this guy even playing, and he has Unreal Engine on the title. Yeah, so I'm gonna do an exclusive playing game stream, dude. What was the Blackberry movie, dude? I don't remember this shit. Oh, the story of the company. I didn't watch it, dude. They say it's good, Janimal. I didn't watch it. I should watch it. It's crazy how these guys lost the peak. They were the kings of the world. Blackberry were the kings of the world, dude. And they just, yeah, didn't react quickly enough. Okay, we're gonna go and find a raid, channel to raid. I suppose it. Let's see if Joey Toro is live. Yeah, he's live. We're raiding Joey Toro. Thanks everyone for coming. This was a lot of fun, very nostalgic, very cool. I hope you come back. Do not forget to follow, subscribe, and wishlist my game. Have a good rest of your night, everyone, or morning, wherever you are. Thank you. I appreciate it. Good night, everyone. Let me check out the chat before we start the raid. Joey is locked in Blender. I can see that shit. That is really cool. Okay, are we good in the chat? Yeah. Good night. Good night. Bye, Anthony. Thank you, dude. Appreciate it. Starting the raid. Bye-bye, everyone. Yeah, hell yeah. 7 viewers ready to raid. Good shit. Good night, everyone. 8 viewers. Good night. Grimeshine. Let's keep talking, dude. Bye-bye.